here from Team Sweet. Please welcome Jess Tom!
Can I take this out of here?
Of course.
Is that
Please.
possible? Oh, okay. Usually, thank you. Usually I hit myself in the teeth when I do that, so I'm doing good. I'm doing great today. Guys, I want to start by saying I've never in my life heard of somebody desiring a hot sausage on a summer's day and actually meaning a hot dog. I don't know. I don't know about that. So this is a little bare bones presentation. I think that the data can speak for itself. Today we have sweet versus savory. You might be wondering, why is savory in quotation marks? Answer, savory is a pretentious concept. Very pretentious, indeed. Actually, as the last presenter mentioned, the definition of savory is a food that is, rather than sweet, salty or spicy. Why are you erasing salty and spicy? Their identities are important too. I think that that is wrong. Do we have Chopped fans in the audience? Fans of the show Chopped. If you don't know Chopped, it is a Food Network game show in which chefs are tasked with using mystery ingredients to create a 3-course meal, an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. And all these chefs come in and they're like, oh, I'm the best chef in New York. And they breeze their way through the appetizer and the main course. And then they get to the dessert and they're like, I don't know how to make a dessert. And it's like, this is how the show works. You should have known this was coming. But all of these chefs who think that they're the best chefs in New York or in the United States know easily how to make an appetizer and a main course, but not how to make a dessert. Sweet does not get the respect it deserves. Pretentious, very pretentious indeed. Let's see, what else is happening here? So let's say savory is essentially the same thing as salty. What is salty? The ocean, which, as we know, due to global warming, is going to swallow this city whole in only a matter of years. Why would you advocate for that? Why? I don't think so. I'm scared of the ocean. The ocean is huge, very salty indeed. It is full of horrors. Just full of them. Terrifying. They say that we know more about outer space than we know about the depths of the ocean. And judging by these creatures, I'm glad about that. This one over here, this is the horror of an overbearing father. That is a horror. Next, we have, so let's look at some things that are sweet versus things that are salty. So what are some things that can be sweet? We have candy, obviously. Look, it's very beautiful. All of the colors of the rainbow. It brings you joy just to look at that photo. We have cake. This is an extremely beautiful cake. It has fruit on it. That's for somebody who likes to eat cake but also likes to lie to themselves about it. So they add the fruit, another sweet element. They did not add, I don't know, what's a salty thing? Salt? I don't know. What else? Kittens and puppies, indeed, could be sweet. I also heard a couple of ahs from the audience. We spoke about this earlier. This is a sort of interspecies sweetness that's happening here. Sweetness can encompass a lot of different things, even human babies. Human babies can be sweet. We know who this is. This is Culture, Cardi B's baby, whose photo was just released to the world, and she is very beautiful. She's very, let's say it, sweet. So what are some things that can be salty? We have Lay's potato chips. This has come up before. Again, what can be salty? Lay's potato chips. We've all agreed that is the savory thing that exists. Lay's is fine, but it's sort of like, why don't you try a little harder? You know what I mean? Like, why don't you just try? We have, this is I guess a pepperoni sausage. That's, it's a little off-putting. A little weird to look at. I don't know. When I look at this side over here, I'm like, these are beautiful things. They make me feel comfortable. Here, I'm like, I'm being aggressed. I don't know. I don't like that. You can also, if you type in to Spotify Sweet, you get one of the top albums of the year, Ariana Grande's Sweetener. If you type in salty, the first thing that comes up is Salty Kids Praise 3, which is some sort of kids bop for Christian music. I mean, to each their own, but I'm just saying. What else can be salty? We have your ex, as shown here with Cardi B and her ex, Offset, who she just announced her divorce from. He is very salty. Now we have, speaking of love, let's talk about love. I believe it was the bard William Shakespeare himself who said, "Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you." Some immortal words from one of literature's greats. Let's apply this same concept to savory. Let's just try. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so roses are red, violets are blue. What's a savory thing? Can somebody shout out? Pizza. Pizza is savory. Thanks for your bravery. But I don't like you. We have a little internal rhyme right here, and then a rejection. You just got rejected. It hurts. Sweet, we've fallen in love. We have a wonderful relationship. We feel comfortable together. We're excited about being vulnerable with each other. Savory, rejected. Leave me alone. And then you have to leave that person alone, because that's how consent works. And then we have, so let's look at some classic folklore here. So throughout history, it has been proven time and time and time again that it is sweet things that are the best for luring children, which is an activity that we all love to do. And you can do it for any reason, whether it is to eat them, to will your business to them, because that is a wonderful and smart business model, to will your entire empire to a child, a strange child you don't know, or even just out of plain spite. It is sweet things that are used to lure children away. Now let's see. What happens if we take each of these examples and we replace them with a savory counterpart? Oh. It's weird, you know? It's weird. It doesn't feel good. Like all of a sudden we've gone from Gretel, look at this beautiful gingerbread house. Let's go over there. Let's check it out. Now it's Gretel. That house smells really weird. We probably shouldn't go over there. You've lost the children. You've lost them. Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. Okay, pure imagination. We were looking at the beautiful, magical world of candy. It's amazing. We've never seen anything like it. Wow, he ate the teacup. It's incredible. Call the police. Get those kids out of there. That man will not stop wagging his sausage at them. We don't like it. We don't agree. Snow White. Oh, a beautiful apple. It's gorgeous. It's red like a ruby. Take a bite of the apple. Feel true love. Isn't it tempting? You're just about to catch that child. Now it's a meatball. That's gross. That's totally gross. It's weird. Why are you holding it in your hand like that? Nobody wants to eat that meatball. And that is what I have for you today. Sweet is the best. Savory sucks. Thank you very much.